All right. Hey, everyone. All right. So, yeah, today is kind of the normal Thursday mobile stream that I do for GBM, at least for this month. Um, but we're adding a little spice in this time around as we got the Crossbone X1 full cloth in the Gacha. So let's take a look at that. Thankfully, that's the only suit that I have to look at today for alterations or whatnot. And then we'll see what kind of challenge content we can get up to with the with my stuff here. See how far we can get. All right. So Crossbone X1 full cloth. Well, you know what? Since it's a 7-star, I'm just going to look at it through alteration. Like always, I just don't see much of a point in looking at the stats. They're just 7 stars, man. Come on. Yeah, like every week, there's what, 2 to 3 7-stars being added. It's crazy. I really wish they had, instead of making new suits 7-star, they had rolled back like some of the original suits. A lot like what they did with alterations, where they started with the new stuff and then went back and started bringing in the older catalog. I really wish they had done that because, yeah, we just have effectively a completely new tier of stats and parts, and the only way to reach that tier now is rolling the gacha. You can't just grind it up. So, I get it. You know, it's to make us roll the gacha, but... yeah. Is what it is. It's the dev decision. What can you do, though, right? So, Crossbone X1 full cloth head. With speed attribute, EX skill cooldown reduced by 23%. Easy to get the speed attribute. That's the best EX skill cooldown reduction we have. When melee attacks over 20k, very easy to do. Melee power boosted by 40%. Solid. If you're running a melee suit, this stuff's aces. As long as your suit is speed and you have over 20k melee attack, which is really easy to do, you're getting the biggest cooldown reduction mod and a really, really solid melee power boost. Good stuff. Yeah, whenever you see a suit enter the gacha that has 7-star on it, it's a new suit. It may already be in the game, but it's a new variant of the suit. Because I don't think we've had any 7-star reruns yet. We've only had brand new 7-star week after week after week. Okay. Torso. With speed attribute, again, EX skill cooldown reduced by 20%. Okay. And while high firepower, EX skill cooldown reduced by a further 20%. So this suit is just EX skill cooldown heaven. Yeah, we're already rocking between the head and the torso alone 63% CDR. Just with 3 parts. That is crazy. Arms. Skull Heart Impact. Yep, that's familiar. Melee attack up, melee defense up, beam resist up. S, that's a really bog standard cutscene. Nothing terribly amazing there. And then we have the Skull Heart Shot at another cutscene. So we get a 38% heal, not bad, and a 49% melee attack boost. That's actually pretty spicy. Yeah, the torso is just really good, as you're saying, Mana, because as long as your speed attribute and the fact that high firepower does work for all types, it's a build agnostic part. As long as your speed attribute, you're rocking. And frankly, like, I don't know, at least the EX skills on this aren't like super crazy good. They're just pretty standard. So there's at least that. But the traits are fucking baller so far. The head and the torso alone are just beautiful. Especially the torso. As for the legs, the Skull Heart Shot, like I said, you get the heal, you get the 49% melee attack boost, super solid. Not the first kind we've had where it gets the highest melee mod and a heal on it, but for what it is, good stuff. Backpack. While Pro Tag, if you're running a melee suit, you have Pro Tag. Melee power boost by 40%, and while armor's 80% or more, another 40% melee power boost. So between the head and the backpack, you get 120% melee power boost, as long as you are, what, high firepower, pro tag, and you have more than 80% armor. At least I'm pretty sure that's what the heads mod was it not? Well, high firepower? Or was it just melee power over 20k? Yeah. Okay, so if you have over 20,000 melee attack, oh, come on. I just had you open. 20,000 melee attack, pro tag, and more than 80% armor. That's a very, very easy to reach set of milestones, and you get some really healthy buffs out of it. All right, Muramasa Blaster. I find it weird that I understand it because the name of the weapon's the Muramasa Blaster. This is just when it's in its sword configuration, but I just find it so weird that they named a sword a blaster. Now, if it shoots like sword beams, okay. Anyways, Muramasa Blaster. Emit 14 beams, yeah, blah, 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 and perform a melee attack. D Pierce, A+ power, low cooldown. I don't think the animation on this was... I'm not feeling... I'll have to look at the Twitter video. This will boil down to the animation. On paper, it looks good. Alright. The gun. The Muramasa Blaster non-sword beam variant. Shot attack down 10% and the enemy melee cut minus 30%. So you're doing 10% less shot attack. Or shot damage, I should say. Mileage may vary. On a gun, don't know if that's the best option, but it is a gun meant more for melee suits. You know, pro tag is one of its word tags, so I guess that's acceptable. Enemy melee cut minus 30%. Every skill that, or every trait the enemy has that reduces your melee power, so enemy melee power reduced by X%, 30% just removed from that equation completely. So, okay. And while pro tag, initial squad charge plus 18%. Okay, whatever that means. Turn the blades and it's a rifle. Yeah, you know, there's a little power switch. You're swinging the sword at your enemy, they back up. Haha, your sword can't reach me. You press the button, pew pew, you shoot gun. I don't know. It's a weird sword. I understand the idea they were going for with it. You know, 2-in-1, why not? But like, what? All right, Peacock Smasher. A+ Pierce, B+ Power. Just shy of a cutscene cooldown. Okay. Kind of reminds me of the original, honestly. No clarification on if it's an ICD or something else. Honestly, initial squad charge, I reached out to get some kind of input from the devs and never heard back. I have no idea. Someone's probably figured it out by now, but it's not the most intuitive thing on the planet, you diggy? Okay. Cool beans. The Peacock Smasher is okay. I don't know if I would put a B+ cooldown or a B+ EX skill on that kind of cooldown, but I hear it's ICD from a GBM Discord. Yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting for the devs to get back because that's kind of the only way that we're going to be sure, you know? Anyways, Twitter. Let's see. Do we have the Twitter videos for Mr. Fullcloth? Aye, we do. All right, Mr. Fullcloth, wow us. All right, no, that's going to be a no from me, dog. There's the Peacock. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's nice that it has the really quick and to the point at the very beginning blast. Like that, that's nice. But that scatter shot at the end makes the damage spread absolutely just go all over the place. don't know how I feel about that. And this is the Army X skill. Pretty much, yeah, it's recycled. It's the same suit, yeah. I don't remember the animations, man. Do you remember when the original X1 full cloth was released? How much content we've had between then and now? I don't go and re-watch the suits that are being released original forms before doing these streams, in case you thought that's what I do. Anyways, overall, if you are going to get a part from the suit, make it the torso. The torso is unbelievably powerful, and it's build agnostic. So it can be used on shot, can be used on melee. The only real prerequisites, your suit is speed attribute, and you need a high firepower active tag. But with that, you're getting a beefy 40% EX skill cooldown reduction. It's good stuff. Okay. Yeah, if you're against stupid big opponents, of course the spray is going to be really good. You know, you hit the broadside of a barn. But against 90% of content you're going to be playing, which is normal size suits, it's... Okay. That's interesting. Now, I do have enough Haro for a multi-roll. Should I multi on something? Maybe I'll try rolling for, Yeah, that's right. I have one step left on here, don't I? Guess what, boys? We doing the last step. Okay. Suffering. Let's go. I would like the back. That'd be really nice to get. I'm not going to hold my breath, though, for it. I wouldn't hold my breath, Kyle, about a double CD reduction trait every week. Maybe every other week. High firepower becoming an almost required tag. Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. The last couple of months, high firepower has been really, really popping off. A weapon. Not quite what I wanted, but cool. Okay. Alright, let's take a look-see. God, I hate when my ears itchy. Okay. And this one, attacking with beam EX. Yeah, okay. It was the more reactive. Okay. Cool beans. Shame. Shame I did not get the back, but at the same time, I guess I shouldn't be terribly surprised. Okay. I think I have... Yes, I have a premium capsule roll. Let's do that too while we're here. Yeehaw. Right, give me like 4 parts that are gold. That'd be pretty great. Double dragon. I definitely do have the badges, you're right. It'd be a lot easier. It's easier to get them now than it will be later. Ah, purple weapon. Oh, shield. Zeta plus A1. Okay. That's such a weird looking shield. Poor Yami heads. That's straight monkey's paw stuff right there. Don't ever say those words again. Ah, a main frame part. Nice. You know, I spent 90,000 Haro on my main account for you. And you show up here on a free ticket. This... I don't even know what to say. That's... I spent 90,000 Haro for you, and you show up here for free, man. This is why I never play alt accounts on anything ever. This right here. It's the original. It's the power attribute Kshatriya. Unbelievable. Alright. Well, you know what? While we're here, let's burn a whole bunch of free capsules. Let's just gacha. Let's go. I don't know if I would say divvying up your luck, per se. I know some people that run alt accounts, and they're always, oh, I got really good rolls on this account. My main account didn't get anything. And it's just like, maybe you shouldn't play alt. You know, there's that old saying, you can't spell salt without alt. You know? Like, power to you. You want to play an alt account? You do you, but it's just not worth it in my opinion ever. Can alter it quickly. I don't know if I want to alter it quickly though, because yeah, you know, it's definitely a nice part, but at the end of the day, it's a very old part. It still has a nice funnel EX, but considering everything else that we have access to now, it's definitely more of like a legacy thing. If you had it way back when and upgraded it, nice to use. If you got it today, I'd be hesitant about that one, Chief. I also need to remember to clean out my parts inventory. I am clogged with parts right now. Two more tickets. Despite the age, it is the best shot funnel, but we've also set the bar very low with that sentence, because shot funnels in general aren't amazing, right? Most of them are really bad. The Kshatriya funnels are the best, but I would hesitate to call them really good in comparison to what else we have available in the game right now, right? They're not inherently bad. They can clip through walls, they shoot a bunch, they do a lot of damage post-alter. Solid. But considering all the other tools we have available in the game, I don't know. Well, yeah, that's what I mean though, Knight. In terms of actual practice, right? None of the theory stuff. Because in theory, we have amazing A+ Pierce, A+ Power, super low cooldown EX skills. Why doesn't everyone run them? Animations are crap, or whatever other reason there is, alright? Same goes for the shot funnels. Sure, on paper, there's much better than Kshatriya. But in practice, because funnels are directly tied to how many funnels are actually used, Kshatriya is the best. It could, like, it's just the way it is. Big sad about it. Alright, let's do my beginner capsules. Maybe get something neat in here. Ah, I've already hit my inventory limit. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they never went around to rebalance funnels, frankly. Like, out of all the things that they've, like, bug fixed and changed, I find it so weird that they never went and addressed funnels, honestly. Because funnels could be so good. So good. But, yeah. Anyways, sell. Don't care about AC guy. Pretty much all of this can go. Okay. Except for the Danazine. That needs to stay. I do need those dupes. Because I do plan... Nice. We'll sell those 100 parts. Cool. So much dual Gundam. Literally just a page of dual Gundams. Dragon. Okay, cool. Opening up a couple hundred slots should be sufficient. Yeah, Kyle, no problem, man. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I understand that adjusting funnels is more than just adjusting the stats, but the game's been out for over 2 years now. They know how funnels work, so it's definitely just not high on the priority list for them. I guess it's just they are the way they are kind of thing. But all right. Oh yeah, so I cleared the situation earlier. That was fun. It was lots and lots of kiting. And I think actually with this I'll get my I'll get a level up from that, because that's 35 energy, so that's 350 XP. Yeah, cool. And then in a few minutes I'll be able to do another run. They say shooter funnels are trash, man. So melee funnels are markedly better because they do just infinitely more damage per hit. And that's why the Moon Gundam backpack is so powerful. It's because it hits like a truck, right? I don't know if I would say, you know, they say shooter funnels. I would just say everyone says shooter funnels are trash. And it's because 90% of them are, frankly. That's just a sad place to be in. Do you think they're going to release alternate tribute Strike Freedom? Do you think build project during anniversary? Hey, let's meet in the middle. It's going to be a alternate tribute build project, 8-star Strike Freedom, and oh, what other crazy stuff can we throw? A third word tag on it. That's what 8-star does. Third word tag. What other weird stuff can we do with it? EX skills and traits. There we go. I'm giving you max bad juju, man. Like this is power hour for bad mojo. Okay, so let's take a look at my suit here and what I've done with it. So you'll notice that my power got a bit more of a spike, went from 20k to 24k. Yeah, going swimmingly, I will say, with my upgrades. Next up on the to-do list here is I need to find a good set of arms. And I really do need to start alternating more stuff, because I really want to get some good word tag activity going on here. Actually, yeah, I don't think I have any good I still don't have any good back blades for anything. Not going to be able to get Mobile Fighter on that. Now, I should work on these. So I need Technique and High Firepower. And I can do both of those, actually. Let's do that real quick. So, Technique and High Firepower. Yeah, should be 5. Well, yeah, no, Mana, not saying melee funnels are the best EX skill for melee, but when you compare melee funnels to shot funnels, it's like not even an argument, right? A Lacus AI build project that you can only do if you finish the freedom. Oh my gosh. Spare me from that dystopian future, please. That's the day I actually get legitimately mad at the developers for the stuff they do. Oh yeah, you have to have completed this build project to do this build project. Give me an address. There's about to be hands. Alright, so the enhanced double Z. Cool. Cool. Good stats, good stats. And now I need to work on traits. Backslotting. Okay, so I definitely need pro tag. Do I have any good back pieces for this? I don't think any of these are going to have mobile. Oh! Hey. Look at that. Okay. So I think we'll do close combat, pro tag, and mobile fighter. I think is going to be my goal for this suit. Okay. Now, definitely need a better melee head than this. I don't have any on hand. Okay. Melee funnels as an EX isn't the best. Well, yeah, but that's what I said, though. If you're looking at EXs as a whole, you don't want to use funnels, whether it's shot or melee, right? If you look at just funnels, melee is better than shot. If you look at EX skills as a whole, you probably just want to stay away from using funnels altogether. Because, like you said, yeets are absolutely amazing, because they can do the damage of a melee funnel instantly at a much longer distance. Minus homing and stuff, right? But it's the difference between using it, waiting for your things to actually do damage, versus just yeet and you're done, and your skill's already on cooldown. If you have enough CDR, you can just yeet right again right afterwards, right? That's what I was saying, at least. Oh, can you imagine pilots with EX? Like, I actually... Didn't I mention that? I think it was sometime last year where pilots having EX skills that like summon something, not cinematic, but summon something would be really cool. That'd be neat. That'd be neat. Or kind of like a buddy, almost like a summon system. So like if I had, let's say my pilot was Raul Crusade, use his EX skill and it summons the Providence Gundam to come in and do a quick cutscene or something, right? And it's all tied to that suit, which would get around the, but, things are tied to, animations are tied to parts. So get around that by just bringing in a completely different model. Be kind of cool, actually. Big reward for completing build projects. Well, there's already like a soft reward for completing suits in general. Right? It's thankfully not specifically build project suits. See, summoning something like the Eternal would be interesting because we already have ship summons in the game. But so a lot like when we saw the Colony Blast happening from the Wing Chest, I really do want to see more of the larger cinematic things done, because I know that the engine can do it, and I think it just looks so much better doing that than it is just bringing it into the field and using it. That makes sense for certain EX skills, right? Like if you're using what's a good example? Like pretty much like most of the Dragoon Rush stuff, or Bits Rush stuff, where you hit them, you have the stuff launching off and attacking them or whatever, cool beans. But I think that if the EX skill is tied to something from the series itself, and has some kind of like narrative importance, I think it should actually get its own like dedicated cutscene thing for it, right? And I think that's like one way to go. I don't know if it's the best way to go with it, but I know at least personally, I've always been a real fan of seeing the more like flashy cutscene special attacks and stuff. So, you know, when I saw, you guys remember my reaction when I saw the Wing Zero chest, right? Like, I love that whole cutaway blasting through the colony, all the explosions. I thought that was absolutely just top dog, right? And I really do want to see more of that. I would love to see more of that, whether it's, you know, you have an EX skill on a pilot, like Lacus brings in the Eternal. You know, you dash at the enemy, you hit them, it cuts away, Eternal's there floating in space, points the cannons, blasts like a full volley at the enemy. Cool stuff. I'm okay with that, because we can totally just reenact that, the full burst that it did when it had the meteors on the side and everything. It's like a full cleave forward, right? Or, you know, you got a pilot from, I don't know, the Minerva. You hit them, the Tannhäuser just starts blasting away at the same deal, right? There's so many cinematic scenes across all of Gundam, right? Double O, right? Why do we not have a snipe from ground to space? That was a humongous, like, that was a narratively important scene. That'd be so dope. You dash at them, you hit them, cuts away, enemies flying through space, guy on the ground just boom, fires the laser right through them, big explosion. Beautiful. I would buy that. That is a great idea, right? Colony drop. Why don't you give us Operation British? Right? Like, I think there's a lot of potential with these cutscenes to, even though it's just adding more EX skills to the mix, it's not really adding any meta variety. It's adding more, more of the flashy stuff, which really brings people in, right? I think that's kind of important. If I'm able to grab a link, like a video from my game as I'm playing it, send it to a friend, and go, hey, you should watch, this is really dope, take a look at this, right? That's cool. But, you know, if it's always the same EX skills or whatever, it's always on the same map, it's nothing big, cinematic, flashy, sure, people that like Gundam are still gonna like it, because it's Gundam. But when you're trying to get people that are like, oh, I really want to see, like, super flashy stuff, just selling flashy stuff doesn't sound like 79/20 all the time. Well, so that's the thing, is there should still be some, like, you don't need to always have a big, long, flashy cutscene for everything. You can still compact them down to, like, normal pocket skills where you use them. Like, okay, let me think of an example here, because let's see. Cool. So the Lupus Rex. All right, we get the Lupus. You remember its tail attack, right? Or even its claw swings, right? Let's go with one of the pocket skills, not a cutscene, where it slashes its claws out and does stuff, right? How about when you use it and you actually, you know what? Yeah, because as much as that's a good example where it turns into like the flat wasteland of the planet as you're hitting them, because if they localize the skyboxes, you see it, enemy doesn't, so to you, it's really cool, you know, related to the series. But I was thinking, like with the, I think it's the Shining Gundam, with its Arm EX, it's literally the Shining Finger EX skill. It's super quick, right? That's like a quick dash, hit, boom, explosion, you're done. Why not have that, like, on impact, actually do something related to the series, right? Or have a very quick cut in to Doman doing something, or something like that, right? It doesn't have to be super in-depth, doesn't have to be super long or dragged out. It just has, I think it's a good idea to just have it pay more, not respect, have more relation to the actual series the EX skills are from. Because here's the thing, right? From a personal point of view, when I'm playing GBM and I'm seeing all of these suits, a lot of them are from series I've never really watched or been exposed to, whether it's due to age, localization not happening, what have you, right? So if I use a suit and I see an EX skill from it and it looks cool, all right, neat. But if it looks like next level cool and it really brings me in, I mean, it's gonna have me go like, I should probably watch that. That's pretty cool. I've mentioned this before about other suits as well, where, you know, when I was doing my research for the Sunday videos I used to do for new content drops, where I'd see a suit, I'd research into it, and I'd read about the story, and so that's really cool. Right? That's why I watched Gundam Age. But that's kind of the thing, right? Is at least from a personal level, if I see something and it is visually appealing, it'll make me more interested in it versus just another EX skill, another, cutscene where you dash around a whole bunch and don't really do anything exciting. But when it takes you out of the game and puts you into the series, I think that's really cool. Okay, anyways, back to the game. What are we working with here? So I should actually, I was gonna say 6-star these because it's a good EX skill, but I shouldn't 6-star, or I shouldn't hard invest into stuff that has EX skills, because those typically go on the custom skin. What about Vidar? Oh yeah, no thanks. Okay. And I still really need to find a good two-handed weapon for you. I wonder, is there anything interesting in... No, there's probably not going to be anything interesting in the exchange. Although... I'm curious. Parts... What do we got in here? Ah, the Baku head. High firepower, high mobility. Heavy armor, close combat. It's probably going to be a limited suit I need then. Curses. Yeah, I do agree with you there, Mana. Sometimes people mistake slow for impactful. And no, you can definitely have really quick moments that feel powerful, but you just gotta do it right. Okay, so I have, how much? I got 33? Was it 34? I'm already back up almost to cap. Well, let's do my daily mission because I should still have one. Yeah, one for free. Ah, gear scrap. Perfect. So we'll do my freebie. Excellent. Yeah, with the amount of times Bisect is used, it could definitely go with an overhaul. Well, maybe not an overhaul, but a graphical tweak. Call it Biscuit. Well, you do you. I just don't think it's called Biscuit. Slow charge. EX skills charge 50% slower, eh? Well, let's do a shot attack build then so I can neutral kite. Nice. Pressure. Okay, we'll change you for the Zeta shield. Swap hidden arms for missile launcher. Okay. Sortie. Let's get that first stage done. And that way, I get more alteration tools. Although okay, so I'll go over what I completed after I'm done this. But I've actually got a significant amount of stuff actually done for this event, which I'm really happy about. Come on, load. There we go. Battle circuit. Did you just try to yeet me, boy? I like how dorky this suit looks. 10 out of 10. Ah, yes. Wait, is he doing 0 damage to me? Oh, that's hilarious. We could be here all day and you wouldn't open this tin can. Oh, he's actually doing damage. Nice. Wow. I really did a lot of damage, buddy. Problem solved. Slow and steady wins the race. God, that looks so silly. That looks so silly. Alright. Less than a minute. Good job, me. Alright. 3 alteration tools. Yeah, so... looks the best. What a guy. So I did actually manage to get the entire Danazine up to level 90. So I finished the bingo, got me a ton of rewards, which I'm super happy about. Yeah, that's really good progress. I'm really glad that this week's suit was a frame suit and didn't have like weapons and other stuff. So this was actually possible to do on a new account. Obviously would have been better if it was a 4-parter, but you know, you make do with what you can. Yeah, quite happy with the way that that worked out. Beyond that, yeah, gotta start collecting more parts. God, give me Yeet magazines. Do it, Bandai, you cowards. 4-star part guarantee. Oh, maybe this will be something useful. Let's find out. It's a head. Okay. 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 And I still don't have enough for a leisure capsule. Do I have enough for a series capsule pull? That'd be nice. Yes, I do. Let's go! Don't you have contact with Bamco? Some contact. Very limited. I don't really know what I would do with that contact in this scenario, though. Hold on a second. Which backpack was that? I want upgrade, not build. Astray, red frame, custom. Look at that. Hey, hey, hey. Not bad. All right, let's take a look at my collections here. How much have I actually finished? Got my Zaku 2. Flying armor. Wow, I got a lot of stuff in here. I was just in here the other day, too. What? The XM01. Ah, the duel. I will say, I still really, really like the way that they rendered the Assault Shroud duel. I love that suit. It's so nice. Decent sized hurt box. That's always good to get. EX skills with big cleave. The rose box. Nice. Oh, good. I can do another event mission. Yeah. Event. I think once I break 30k primary stat, I should be able to tackle the next tier of missions. The challenge missions, I should specifically say. Yeah. And based on the rate of progress for this account, because here's the thing, right? With me being able to ace this event's shop because of all the event boosts I got, gave me a huge leg up with items. I should actually be able to reach 30k by my Tuesday stream, and I'm really excited to see that, because it's difficult trying to find a proper goal for this account at the end of the month, because as it's a gacha game, there is a ton of RNG involved with how much progress I can actually make with it. right? Like, if I want to get bonuses on events and I roll the gacha for event suit parts and I get nothing, well, that's obviously not going to help my progression. But I do a single multi-roll, I get 4 parts, I immediately max out the multiplier. Well, now I have a ton of horror for the next event to do the same thing, and I can ace this event. So I don't know what I should set realistic goals for this account. I'm thinking probably something like a primary suit completely 6-starred, sub-slotted to have 3 working word tags. And probably sitting up at around 40k, 45k primary stat. I think that's a pretty healthy end goal to aim towards for this. But RNG will effectively determine whether or not I can do that. And with 40k on a primary stat, that should be sufficient to do all of the story content and a large majority of free mission content. Because I don't think free mission difficulty, unless you go into, like, I think very hard. Actually, do we even have very hard? I don't think we do we? It's been a while since I looked at free missions, honestly. Let's take a look-see. I'm well aware of how the system works. Thank you, though, Chief. I don't have access. Yeah, okay, so we just have normal and hard. I think we do have very hard then as well. Yeah. I think we could probably do up to Chapter 6 very hard. I'd say that's probably a safe bet. With 40k. 40k, I should write 40k primary stat, we can probably do up to Chapter 6 very hard. What I'm going to do, though, I don't want to have this stream go on for too long. I'm not feeling 100% today. I'm feeling kind of like a 60 or so. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spend some time tomorrow hammering out like some actual goals, I think. And when we meet up for the Tuesday content impression stream, when that's done, I'm going to bring them up and we'll kind of work towards those. Because I do want to have like an end goal for this account by the end of the month. And as we're kind of, with the stream coming up on Tuesday, that's kind of like the halfway mark for it effectively. I think that'll be kind of a good way to be like, okay, so here's what we've accomplished. Reasonably we can get here. And I think that'll be a really good guidepost for new players when they join in to see, if I start, here's kind of what we can expect after a month. Granted, of course, I did have the huge leg up that the 6 million campaign gave with all the premium tickets, the box expansion stuff to help with inventory management and whatnot, and all the extra bonuses that the 6 million gives, capital and everything, right? But I still think it's a kind of a good starter. Like, if you start a brand new account in post Super Sokai world, here's what you can expect. And frankly, we brought it up the last time too, right? When we started playing this game originally, right? It took us weeks and weeks and weeks and into months and months and months to get over 10,000 of our primary stat. And now, day 1 on an account, we can break that without an issue, right? Week 2, week 3, we're clearing content that gave us huge difficulty early on because we may have had the numbers, but we didn't have the EX skills to back it up. At least we didn't have the EX skills hammered out to the degree we do today to know exactly what we're doing, right? So I do kind of want to get all these things kind of concreted and figure out exactly what's up with it. So, but that's going to be something for another day. I'm just like, yeah, not feeling great, like I said. So we're going to wrap up here for now. I think I've kind of relayed the account status here. I didn't just finish the event, I aced this current event. All the situation missions are completed, was able to 90 the suit, got all the bingo rewards for it. I've emptied the shop effectively, and the day, like, extra days are just me emptying more and more and more content from the shop, which I'm super okay with. And I've got almost 25k of my primary stat. I think this is some really good progress, frankly. So, yeah, it's true, Miguel. People really won't know the struggle if they start a mobile game after its 2nd year anniversary. And I think it's kind of universal. They're never going to know the struggle. But at the same time, I'm so okay with that. When someone picks up GBM today and they're able to instantly get to the good stuff, right? They can just roll the gacha, get a really good part, use it, and feel like they're powerful. I'm so friggin' on board with that. Brings more people in, and they have fun right away, right? I don't want them to be exposed to the slog that we had to deal with, but it was also a different time. We had less content, the difficulty ceiling was a lot lower, all these other things. Arena wasn't the hellhole it currently is with CDR. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna wrap up and head out, guys. Thanks for tuning in and everything. I'll see everyone tomorrow for my next normally scheduled stream. And if you are only here for the GBM stuff, I'll see you on Tuesday for the content drop. So peace out.